Up next on Talks with Timmy, is coronavirus a good thing or bad thing? Part 2.
Some of the bad things about the coronavirus, I think, for most people, is that it's really damaged the economy in some ways. Some people believe that we're on the brink of another recession because a lot of businesses have slowed down. People are too scared to go outside now and into public areas. A lot of the major events have been shut down, hence no money has come in. Those tickets cannot be refunded, specifically for the reason of, the economy going down. And already with China being cut off and its territories and borders going into lockdown, most of the tourism that comes from China has impacted many of the countries around the world. In Japan alone, about 30% of its tourism is from Chinese tourists. So a lot of that spending and a lot of that money has now disappeared. But that hasn't stopped some businesses from taking advantage of that and, promoting some of the quiet times, quiet moments, while those tourism numbers are low. However, I believe that in every crisis there is a lot of opportunity. So some of the good things that I believe has come about with this whole virus outbreak is it has forced people to change, and it has forced people to change their perspective and views on a number of different things. For example, in Japan, because of people's fears of the coronavirus outbreak and being highly contagious amongst large crowds, many companies with large number of employees and in big office buildings and so on, have actually asked most of their employees to think about working from home. A perfect example would be Shiseido, which is a cosmetic company in Japan, and either last week or 2 weeks ago, they've asked about 8,000 of their employees, which is 30% of their workforce, to work remotely, essentially work from home, due to the coronavirus outbreak, and to prevent to slow down the spread, to prevent prevent the increase of infections. With that in mind, I think that strategy is a good idea. With Japan having had a bad reputation in terms of its intense work culture, where people have worked late nights, have died from overwork, and many people not being able to see their families due to their rough work schedule, I think this is a good chance for Japan to try and change some of their strategies and ideas of what efficient and effective work and productive work can do, and how you can do it. So changing some of their methodologies as well. I mean, being one of the more technological advanced countries in the world, I think Japan can really do it. And who knows, maybe once the virus disappears and it's past, I think when people come back to work from home, they will start thinking, maybe actually, I actually didn't mind working at home. It's pretty good. I don't really want to work late nights anymore. I enjoyed working at home. Do you reckon I can keep doing that? It's not like, and if their work production hasn't dropped while they were working at home, I think that will be a really good option for Japan to explore in terms of their work reform and work culture. Another thing that I think has been really good about this whole coronavirus outbreak is it has forced people to change their perspective and what they believe. A lot of the traditional thinking in terms of the medical system and what's healthy, I think is being broken by this epidemic and this pandemic. People used to believe that wearing a mask will protect you from almost anything, and that washing your hands and keeping your things clean, using all these magic formulas, is going to prevent you from getting sick. Unfortunately, with this virus and its new virus, it has proven every one of those beliefs wrong. I mean, just wearing a mask can prevent a lot of different things, but it's really shown to be pretty ineffective against this virus. On the other hand, with people being more conscious that there is a virus out there and believing that washing their hands and wearing a face mask is going to help them, there has been a massive decrease in the number of influenza cases in Japan. And influenza has been responsible for shutting down a lot of schools during the winter season, impacting students, impacting teachers, and impacting education departments and so on and so forth. So shutting down schools is not at all rare here in Japan. But anyway, that's one of the good things about this coronavirus outbreak, is the decrease in the influenza infections. And lastly, the other good thing I think this coronavirus has done for us is the impact on our environment. So what China has done in the last 2 or 3 months is it's declared, especially in the government, is it's declared a people's war against this virus in order to contain it, slow it down, and stop it from threatening its own people. In an effort to do that, they've shut down a lot of factories, they've closed businesses, put many cities into lockdown, and hence, in doing so, what it has done is it's decreased the amount of air pollution that China produces on a yearly basis. So NASA, I think, I don't know if I can put it on there if you can see it. Otherwise, go look it up. But NASA took a satellite image of the amount of air pollution before the virus outbreak and after the virus outbreak. And what it has done is it's literally disappeared on this particular satellite image. Yeah, I think it's a good thing that the coronavirus has done. In summary, I think Japan's response has been quite appropriate to this coronavirus outbreak, given statistically Japan is a country of over 200 million people. I think, I could be wrong. If you know the exact population of Japan, just leave it in the comments, educate me. And with the fact that only 947 people have been infected out of that entire population is sufficient enough to say that the measures they put in place are appropriate. However, I do think there is more to be done, especially in terms of the press and media and PR around this whole issue. I think they can be a little bit more honest and a little bit more open, give us a little bit more information and keep us well informed about this virus, and not try and inject too much fear into people, and actually rationally explain to people exactly what's going on, exactly what this virus is, exactly what it does, how people can keep themselves safe as well, because at the end of the day, the virus is like previous diseases in the past that people have hyped up and it hasn't really taken off. My advice to you guys, if you're really worried about the coronavirus and you're not quite sure what to do, still follow the advice and tips from these medical experts. Wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, wear a mask if you really feel better wearing a mask and safer, if it gives you peace of mind. Otherwise, from me to you, I would say just make sure that you still exercise, make sure you exercise, stay hydrated, eat healthy, make sure that you eat your vegetables, eat your fruit, make sure that you've got enough of all the minerals and vitamins and good stuff in your body so that it is strong enough. Because if your body is strong and it's strong enough, it'll be strong enough. Basically, if you look after yourself, your body should be strong enough to fight any new viruses or diseases, including this new coronavirus. In fact, statistically speaking, majority of cases will only have a mild infection if you are caught by the virus. It'll just be a matter of time and a matter of when. Most people are expecting a lot of people to be infected by this disease, but more so over a longer period of time, like maybe over the next 6 months. But again, if you just stay healthy and strong, you should be fine. So that's another video with me. If you would like to find out more information about the coronavirus, make sure that you do stay up to date on the WHO website, the World Health Organization. I think there is another website which gives you up-to-date information as you go along. I will leave that in the link down below, or in the description box down below. And also, if you would like to share some of your opinions of the coronavirus, make sure that you do also share a video that maybe you've uploaded, or share some of your thoughts in the comments below. Alright, so that's it from me. Until next time, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye for now.